Hello everyone, welcome back. I have a bit of a confession to make there. The last video recording I did there, the audio was perfectly fine, but like an idiot, I forgot to set up the video recording, the video portion properly, so I basically talked for 30 minutes into a black screen, so we are kind of skipping an episode here for anyone who's keeping track. So just to give you a quick rundown of everything that went on there, I just quickly went through all my empire there since my industrial replicators finished, and I also double checked the status of the research centers here, because they all got upgrades well, just making sure they're all being progressed nicely. Otherwise, I found the Thalin's homeworld. I didn't actually find the world itself, but I did find the shipyard that was connected to it. And that shipyard was getting like a whopping 400 production a turn somehow. Building oaks at one at a time, pretty much every single turn. And on top of all that there, I managed to successfully get a starbase going here in the Thalin territory, taking full advantage of the economic relic that I have, and it's paying off nicely. Safe to say, 97 billion credits a turn. And otherwise, it's just the usual routine of destroying Thalins, trying to get into the fog of war, find out where I can poke, and moving on from there on out. Oh, and also, this is pretty important. Whoops, that was not what I wanted to. One very important thing to note is I also got a trade in. I basically used all my resources there. I got an upgrade version of ballistic weaponry, and I also got, if it's not going to show me, damn it, but the Galactic governance gives me 20% raw production, which I'm hoping with that trade there is a pretty substantial boost that I hope is going to pay dividends for me really quickly. Because otherwise I pretty much used every single resource I had, on top of a good amount of credits as well. So that's pretty much what happened last turn there, just slowly progressing forward. Oh, and also we encountered Sante Revenge, I believe there's called, those little Snotty's Revenge, so yeah, we gotta be very careful of them because they are very hostile, without a doubt. I thankfully only encountered like a trade ship of theirs, but they're gonna be another threat that's gonna likely go to war with me if I get too close to them, so I need to be ready for that. Otherwise, Mackenzie 3, that finishes up building there. Technological capital still 5 turns away. And what do I have garrisoned here? Oh, these are the infestors I had earlier, right? To have them repopulate. So I think Mackenzie 3 will be done by the time we move everything out then. And I'm not going to need those infestors for a while until I'm ready to siege another world. So hopefully that helps populate up. Yeah, it's at 24.2, so I think that is very well. Yeah, that definitely nearly maxed it out. So I think we're good. And with the additional farm, and the approval is able to handle as well, so we're perfectly fine. Yep, there it is, the Galactic governance, the third one on the top, 20% raw production boost. Which is going to be really nice because it synergizes on top of all this research modifiers and all that as well. So I'm hoping I got good value out of that trade, considering I'm going to get those resources back in, another 50 turns. But otherwise, it's really just poking around, trying to find weak spots there, destroy these star bases when I get a chance, and start building up the pulverizers I'm going to need to break down these garrisoning fleets, because there's a lot of really rich worlds to go after. We got 2 worlds that are bountiful. We got the homeworld just outside my vision, and we have this one here, which gives a tremendous boost to social manufacturing. So I don't know how significant that would be. So we'll see. We'll know in time. Otherwise, yeah, everything's gonna carry on as normal. There's not really a whole lot I can do aside for just being careful not to lose these star bases needlessly. And try to poke into the fog of war as much as I can. Because the influence is going to start pushing out there. I'm hoping this star base, with all the culture upgrades, well, it's only got a standard culture ring, so it's not that exciting. will hopefully start pushing territory forward some. Because I'm hoping it helps anyway. Otherwise, probably not. It's just like another starbase worth of influence. But the economic relic is still going to be pretty nice. So I can't complain. Otherwise, ooh, what research did I have in mind there? Optimized research done. Plus 10 passive boost. No questions asked. Perfect. Now, do I want to keep going towards my infrastructure or not? Because there's lots of stuff here I can grab. Practical fusion, precision manufacturing. I think I want to start doing that. What do we have access to? Because the deep space logistics is almost a must at some point soon too, isn't it? Targeting assist, whatever that is. Okay. Oh, that provides jamming. That boosts accuracy. That could be useful. Oh, and they all cost thulium, so except for the jammer. So that's that. And I don't even know how significant that 0.1 jam is going to even be. And of course, additional sensor range, extra hyperspeed. Yeah, what is it? This is increases my move and that. Oh, that increases tactical speed of everything in the fleet, but of course requires Promethean. So I think that's out of the question. We got connect. I think that's due to the result of like getting my railgun upgrade, so I'm gonna have to look into that too. Because I need to start having ships that are not laser dependent if I'm going to fight the Kryn later on down the road. And I don't even know what the Sante have as far as their fleet goes. So I have to be careful with that as well. Otherwise, let's keep going with the infrastructure. I want to keep the production going. I don't think I'll need population as much. Ooh! 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 Ideology point. While it's a little late considering all the starbases I made, but inventive, going down this builder tech tree is what I want to ultimately upgrade everything. And hopefully the mining plus 2 will be useful later on when I start grabbing all the Duridium. I'm hopeful. I gotta start putting it to use for something, I guess. For something. Because I got a refinery at Miranda. I got rid of one that was down in Tracy or Baba 1, so... Ooh, and pulverizers. I completely forgot about them. Where are my pulverizers? Pulverizers, where are you? Come on, this guy... There we go. Alright, and I need one more pulverizer, which is going to build next turn. Perfect, 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 perfect. It was a bit of a setback losing my pulverizers before, but... once they're at full strength, or at least fighting strength, they can take everything out that's down south, and then we can look into the possibility of pushing Gallifrey 2 and 1 and benefit from them as well. Otherwise, we're going to just continue to taunt the Salins into fighting me, because this is boring, having the Salins play chicken on me. They were all hostile, they see me as weak. What is wrong? What's wrong there, Salins? I thought it was easy. Do they still see me as weak? They still see me as weak. Isn't that funny? I feel bad for them. They're getting their ass beat. And apparently I'm trying to culture flip one of their worlds somehow. Even though none of my territory is anywhere near it. Unless they're considering Mackenzie 2 and Mackenzie 3 as being still theirs for the purpose of culture flip, I'm not sure. I have no idea. So that finished the farm. How are we looking at population? 28. Approvals 25. So that's going to be good for the time being until I need to upgrade. And don't have any terraforming available. No terraforming left. I still wonder if I should get rid of these damn things. Because what the hell are they here for? The coordination center and the power plant. Is there any benefit to them? And I guess I'll let it carry on. This is not the research world, so let me just keep the influence going. And also, I forgot to mention I built the shipyard over Mackenzie. Although only Mackenzie's 3 is supplying resources right now because I want to get that technological capital underway. And then both worlds will help it out there. I just need to make sure there's a rally point. Actually, let me just move this damn rally point. Start moving them a little more forward. Nothing too drastic, but at least that where I can make use of them. And we got ourselves 4 moths there so far. Starting underway with a brand new moth fleet, which should be underway with like at least three shipyards building them. No, I'm having these making builders. Never mind. They're done with moths. And the one here at Kefium is building nothing but pulverizers for me. Because that's going to be the main brunt of my forces. Or the main strength of my forces as I prepare to somehow break through Gallifrey. I'm just going to have to make I have to make a mental note to make sure I get the extra logistics either after my precision manufacturing or after the one I get next. Because my fleets are going to be ready by the time I imagine. Unless I could somehow trade for more logistics, that's the only other thing. Otherwise, we got our sensor range. We still need to upgrade the ones up here a bit, so... Still, a little bit of vulnerability need to be careful of. Other than that, we're doing good. The fleet slowly getting built up there. Pulverizers are going to start clearing out the thorn in my rear here, or in the south. Because I imagine these economic star bases actually providing quite well for them. Cursed Salins. Because after all, like I said before, that homeworld shipyard is giving them a whopping 400 production. That is ridiculous. Just to give you a comparison, I am only doing 160, 170-ish roughly. So yeah, there's that. Although it could be 300, I could be wrong, but still, it's well, just the homeworld alone just beats the crap out of what I have there for even my best shipyard or production shipyard. So I need to be as efficient as possible, because the AI doesn't know how to play any other way. Damn cheaters. I'm gonna be ranting about that all scenario long. Yes. Oh, Santes do not like me. I already told you that. It's nothing new, nothing exciting. Thankfully, relationship with Terran's going well. Oh, they're happy with me. It's still a slow process. I do need to get on good relations with the Iconians, though. Do I have anything to trade with them, though? Not that I have any idea. Yeah, that's resources from trees. That's not what I want. I just want to know what resources I have available if there was an easy way. Interestingly, though, my civilization power is now in the top 4. At least of the ones that I have. And look at the Salins, damn. They have 830 compared to everything else. How the hell do they have so much power? How the hell indeed. Although influence-wise is about equal. What are the other stats like? Population, I am on number 1 for now. Military fleet is laughable apparently, because if I'm correct, that's me down there. Go figure, huh? Although it doesn't help when they have like 12 ships at every single planet, mind you. Just being like a blockade and not doing anything else. Research is doing decent, not the highest though. Iconian's got that beat. Doing decent production, of course Sailors beat me there too. Oh, what is this? Ooh, raw production. That's probably my 20% boost there. Put me second place. Influence is basically tied second. Military power, we already saw that. Economical power. Ooh, I'm first place in economic power. I'll happily take that. So I got some things going well for me here. And damn, Salins with that much power? Ooh, I got a lot of worlds that I can conquer from them if this keeps going at the rate it is. I don't see how the Salins are going to be able to stop me. Because after all, you've seen how this campaign's been going so far. Sure, it had its hiccups and little flaws, or those little complications every now and then, but... Oh, speaking of complications, we got another one. And they can get a max of 36, so I'm actually can get more logistics in them. Nice. So I can straight up just overpower them. Although, it's safe to say I'm gonna lose a beetle or two, so I need to be careful. Gotta be very careful of that. Can I send these moths up here? Oh, they're swarms, never mind. There's the Sante, was it Revenge? With their trade ship, which I have no idea where the hell that thing's going. It's going out in the middle of nowhere. Is it trying to trade with me? Is it trying to trade with O'Dare? I'm not sure, to be perfectly honest. I cannot tell you. And we haven't encountered Dior yet, and quite frankly, I'm actually content not encountering them anytime soon, because the more I can delay contact, the more time I have to not really worry about them being hostile to me if they're going to be a hostile race. And we got a bunch of these ships I don't care about. Even though, yeah, I know, they're much more appealing, much more potent looking than my ships. I'll admit it. But damn it, the beetles are what's going to win it for me, not them damn Thunders. Thunder L. I don't even know what the difference is between these things. Oh, just upgrades. Nothing exciting. So this is the homeworld one. I think I'll keep the constructors going, because I would like to try and keep it going anyway. Speaking of which, does this need any more upgrades? Yeah, there's an Ancient Studies and Approval Hub, or the Information Hub, so it doesn't hurt to have it up there. At least a little bit. And then, I don't think there's a point for the Ascension Crystals yet, maybe? And we got Research Rock here. We got Influence Rock there, which I think I want that 10% boost, so that's going to be a priority as well. So, moment of truth. What are the Thalins going to do? Are they going to attack me? Yes, they are. Safe to say I'm going to win, but at what cost? What cost is it? Because I got about the same damage with all that missile defense, so fingers crossed, no real damage. Wow. Not only did I demolish them, no point of damage. There's that weird glitch kicking in again for some reason. Don't ask me how the hell that works, and I still, quite frankly, hate it. It's giving me an unfair advantage, even though they are kind of like abusing an like the bonuses that they're getting from the difficulty anyway, so it's kind of fair game. It's still unfair to have to do that. I wonder, where on earth are these colony ships going? Let's see, that one's only got 67 production, so at least these ones are not significant, maybe? Or at least they're not getting like a bonus like their homeworld is, at least. Because what are these systems getting? Yeah, it's only getting 67 versus... Well, I take that back. They got such amazing production, probably because they're not like capitalizing on research or anything. What's the bonus say? 102, 55, and 7. So where the hell are they getting all that from? Where are they getting all that manufacturing from? I demand to know, you stupid Thalins. I'm gonna just taunt them and rant at them all game. All campaign long, I think. So yeah, it's gonna be amusing, because I hate it. I really need to look into if I'm going to do another campaign after this about finding some kind of mod that maybe gives more competent AI. Maybe. This is not enjoyable. Well, just the fact that I'm being surpassed by just by raw production, that nothing else. Everything else, just the fact that I'm outsmarting theirs. Well, I'm just abusing how the mechanics work, is really all it is. Nothing that exciting to really talk about. So let me get those pulverizers together. We get the moths together, because that's going to put me at, what, 6. So we got ourselves a relatively good fleet being formed up. And yeah, that's my constructor I have trying to reinforce the homeworld starbase, so I'll let him do that. And how long? 8 turns. Can I possibly destroy both those shipyards before they can get another pirate ship in, I wonder? Although encountering those 5 oafs there just tells me they're going to be coming in bigger packs now. So it means I need to beef up the numbers of my ships, I think. It's safe to say, wow, they're even garrisoning their starbases, or shipyards even. That is quite a potent force. The shipyard mixed with 4 oafs and a trust. That's going to be hard to break. Not as difficult as a plant, mind you, but still relatively formidable. And every world has like 12 ships guarding them, so that's going to be fun as well. Well, in the meantime, I'll just kill these trusts. See, try and destroy as many can. Although I think I need to keep this at full 8 strength, though, just for safety. Can I get all 3 of them? Yes, I can. Perfect. Thalin's armies are getting murdered. That was practically by a dozen there. Destroyed 5 there. Was it 2 down here? Then there was like maybe... Yeah, I just destroyed 3 more. Then the colony support ship. So that is a lot of Thalins lost. A lot of Thalins killed. You think I would feel bad. We all know how I really feel about the damn Thalins. I got a grudge with them now. Otherwise, I would love to keep pushing there. I have the numbers to potentially do some serious damage. I just need to be efficient. That's the only real thing I hate. So there's not really much I can do otherwise. Otherwise, I just risk losing everything, like I did before. When I tried to capture Mackenzie 2 there, I ended up losing a good number of ships there and almost nearly lost my ground. I had a good blockade on the Mackenzie system, and then just trying to take Mackenzie 2 there, I almost nearly had to back off and forfeit the planet. Even though I haven't really seen a single infantry transport. I think that's true. So I don't think there was any real risk of losing Mackenzie 2, which is kind of another dumb AI gripe I have. As much as I want to enjoy... Oh, I'm tempted. I'm tempted now to shoot that. I kinda am, considering they're gonna hate me anyway. I'll let them live for now. I'll be more merciful than them, even though if it's at all possible, I'm going to set my ideology to try and include some benevolent traits in at some point. I think I'm going to have to rely on events to get the benevolent points though, because I got the main one I want, which counteracts the shared borders penalty, but I don't think there's any other way to really get malevolence unless I want to dedicate all towards an intimidation center. And even then, I don't know what route I want to go. Because really all I want is the more efficient builders. Don't really care about much of these other stuff. Don't care about diplomacy. Trading might be useful, but nothing to really been trading there. Although to be fair, I could probably have several trade ships go into Odair, to be honest. From my homeworld and otherwise. I could have been probably doing that. Now, I'll just leave them garrisoned at the plants. I don't need to repopulate them anytime soon until I'm ready to attack. Otherwise, wait for these damn pulverizers. Slow as molasses. That's kind of funny considering they got double the travel speed and they still feel slow as molasses at this point. Because of how big my territory is right now. It's kind of silly. The ludicrous speed is rapidly losing its value, it feels like. At least it feels that way. Although I'll happily take 7 movement over 3 any day. Because that's probably what I would be gaining otherwise. And pulverizers will just wait. At least the turns seem to be going relatively quickly now. We're almost done with the precision manufacturing research. There'll be another turn, I think. Yeah, one more turn, then we'll get upgrade factories, which hopefully will give me the well, not mega factories, but the factory capitals, whatever all those things were called, that the Thalins had access to. Manufacturing center. Maybe then I'll be on equal ground with them, finally. Ooh, speaking of which, one more turn till tech capital is done. Perfect. And then, what do I do with this world? Because I don't need birthing subsidies. I don't know why that's selected. And actually, maybe just keep the research going, because that's going to be my focus there. Come to think of it, can I get away with... No, that would take 2 turns, so I'll leave it as is. I was going to set the focus to maybe try and squeeze a little bit extra research in. Not going to happen. While approval is maybe not the best use, it will benefit a little bit. And then get some more upgrade culture. Looks like they can use at least 1 more construction ship. And also with that new ideology point, any extra star bases I make are going to give me an extra free module to attach on them. So, 3 modules on a brand new starbase sounds really appealing right now. Otherwise, anything else that I can spy, just more oaths. Nothing that scary. I'm feeling really overconfident now with my situation with the assailants. I just need to be slow and deliberate with what I do. Well, not really slow, but I just need to make sure my pulverizers are as strong as they can be, because my beetles are more about defense rather than raw firepower. Let's see, 9 damage with 20 missiles versus... what are the pulverizers? 10, but do keep in mind they have that module that increases the rate of fire. And not that really, yeah. I guess the beetles are almost as good. It depends on what I'm up against, really. Because if there's trust mixed in there, then they're probably useful, but it looks like the majority oath, so maybe beetles might be good. Heck, maybe I can just make a new ship there, or I could just readjust the beetle to get rid of some of his engine boosters to be more formidable. At least for planetary assaults anyway, because these beetles were really designed for like having the reach and the speed to catch the oaths. But that was before I got the ludicrous speed on them. So I don't know if I want to keep it that way or not. Alright, I flew right past a bunch of free oath kills, which is kind of sad. Well, just means I get to kill him next turn, right? Or maybe I can get... no, this doesn't even have the reach. You can see that extra life support's really handy with my beetles there. Because the rest of my fleet can't do anything about it. Not even my swarms down here can really take out the dang construction ships.